even with a mobile device. We'll be talking about it all every Thursday night, from software to plugins and synths that entice. Dive deep into tech and let creativity take flight. Talking IT. We're talking IT. Come and join in and have some fun. It's highly educational with a lot to learn. From bedroom producers to seasoned pros, we're breaking it down so knowledge grows. Whether you're a DJ or a beat-making wizard, we got the tips and tricks to make your sound sizzle. Mixing and mastering, that's our jam, with the tutorials and tips on how much rap. Get the best quality from your setup and gear. Tune in every week and lend us your ear. We're talking IT. Come and join in and have some fun. It's highly educational with a lot to learn. We're talking IT. We're talking IT. Every Thursday night on Angified.
Hi, I'm Angified. I started Angified Presents.
We share the love of music.
It has been medicine and therapy, and nothing else worked.
It has saved many of us with mental health. We need to open our eyes.
Hurt people.
We ask that you listen, comprehend, and relate with your ears.
Form that heart of unity and one.
We share on this stage.
Statistics, feelings.
And ourselves.
We stand with the belief to be you, to be heard, and to be original.
We all may be different, with opinions and beliefs.
At the end of the day, we are all brothers and sisters.
We are family.
We ask that you join us in a magical journey with artists from around the world. Open your minds. Let in the love.
And listen with your hearts.
We all want a better tomorrow. Be one.
Communicate and look out for one another. And then, and only then, will you find the world.
We will find peace in all the world.
You'll find the world. And you will find in this shining world. He was among us in every boy and girl. Many have been broken, red hearts turn black. Love will melt the ice and turn it back, and you will find the world. You will find the world. You will find
Rawr. 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 Hi, guys. I hope you're all ready. We have a great interview tonight. So it's not just an interview, it is also an album release. Yes, from ColSeth. So you guys be prepared. Here's his first track and an introduction to ColSeth, Back to Life. Make sure you go ahead, like, share, and subscribe. Let's do this. Well, let me go ahead, just let you know. This is ColSeth. He hails from Cape May, New Jersey. And I have to tell you, his official name is Colby Seth, the unofficial touchscreen MIDI Master king here on the lab, okay? And every place else that I have heard, he is amazing. And he's willing to put you to the test. So go ahead, give him a good challenge. He's a multi-instrumentalist, singer, rapper, and he loves composing any style of music. He's always willing to collaborate. Are you guys ready to meet your first date? I hope so. Here it is, Back to Life. Illusions. Oh my goodness. Absolutely incredible. And I can't wait to go ahead and share with you guys ColSeth. Oh man, I hope you guys are ready because I'm telling you that this is a night to remember as we're going to go ahead and check out this album, Stellar Illusions. Cole!
Hello.
Great to have you.
I'm so thankful to be here. First thing I want to say is I want to thank you guys and the whole team. If you guys are watching this, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to Angified. Please support. If you're an artist, please get in contact. You know what's beautiful about this team right here? They do it all for free. They do it every day. They're very consistent, have a great message. And also, they've seen me from before my child to now my child. They've watched, this is a family program. And also we can get X-rated too, but it's the fact that it's the consistency, it is the passion, the love, and the genuine people who are actually trying to promote a positive message. So I want to give a big thank you to them first and foremost.
Oh, thank you so much, Cole.
You're welcome.
You're amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And to be able to share those moments with you, getting to know you. Like, I think the first time I ever met you was on a New Year's Eve.
It was New Year's Eve. Yeah, it was actually New Year's Eve.
Yes.
Yeah. It was crazy.
And just since then, I mean, you moved to a new home, you had a baby, like it's just so many wonderful things with your family that we got to enjoy. And, now I'm an auntie.
Yeah, he really was. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, seriously, everything in threes.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So for those out there that are watching that don't know you, Cole, do you want to go ahead, tell a little bit about yourself, where you came from, if you really came from the fruits of those great grandfather's nut sacks, or if it was actually from your grandmother's ovaries that didn't get wiped off her backside.
Right. Well, actually it's my grandmother's side. I have to say my heritage actually states that, oddly enough. No, I hail from Cape May, New Jersey. It's a small little island to whatever. And my upbringing was my own experience, right? And it was fine, but I always said music is my thing. My parents played in a 5-piece band. I was the youngest of 5, and I came into music from the womb, and I was deaf until age 7 or so, or 8, and I got tubes in my ears. But I wrote my first song at age 4 on manuscript paper, so I was playing the piano, hearing the bass notes, and I mean, I just took to music right away. I just it was more of a rhythm thing, I think. I felt at first, but yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. Piano
you were
first.
Deaf until you were 11?
No, 8. Yeah, I was deaf about 8. Yep. But I was already playing piano and playing concert halls, and I was I went to Princeton University for composition and all these things, and wrote a song for an orchestra. Did all these things, and then I do drums as well. I do bass, I do guitar, and I do vocals. But yeah, I played in garage bands too, and I toured the East Coast, did all that kind of stuff. And
like I said, challenge him.
But no, it's just I don't really believe in natural talent, but I do believe in the fact of just like putting in that work, and anyone can do it. I did all this stuff, guys, on an iPad pretty much. iPad, an interface, a microphone, a keyboard, a bass guitar, very minimal stuff, but it doesn't. You think you want this big toy? Oh, and then if I had this thing, I can make better music. No, if use what you have now, make the best you can with that, and then you can graduate to those things. And that's what I want this album to represent, is that it does not take much, If I can do it, so can you. Just put the work in.
That's right. And the first time I ever seen you tap in MIDI drums was like, oh my Lord. Like you were just totally like into it. Like you got into that zone.
Yeah.
And so like with not being able to hear, were you just feeling?
It was definitely the bass and the rhythm, and that's what it really was. Yeah, I think so. My first song on manuscript paper, this is now politically incorrect, but it was called the Indian song. Because it was like dun, 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 very heavy chordage, like very low end, but it was very heavy dun dun, just fifths. I did fifths, but yeah, I mean that just so. And my mom played bass too. So in the womb, when I was in the womb, she was there playing, and she played bass and sang. So I felt that. I guess I felt that rhythm too, But
so it was mom's fault you were deaf till you were 8.
I'm telling you, she blew my ears out. Nah, I just flew it, but yeah, absolutely. But yeah, my parents were only very black and white, like they just did covers, but I only did originals, So it was a big kind of contrast there with that too. But
But at the same time, I'm sure like hearing this album, Seth, they're gonna be like, this is just amazing, because listening to all the work that you've put in Do you think that like being deaf actually helped you more to really set yourself those goals to say, you know what, like I love music, and though I have this issue that
Yeah.
was something I couldn't control, I'm just going to set my goal, and it kind of helped you to pursue that.
It didn't stop me, right? That's for sure. Because I had a piano available to me, I had an acoustic piano available to me. My
Mhm.
parents, they played. So there is a bit of, there's a bit of nurture there, right? It was there in my
Right.
immediate. So of course I would take to it, right? You'd think. But no, yeah, I mean, I do believe that I have a kind of feel for music that I think is more ingrained than I think than most people who are learning it. Again, you can definitely learn those things, but I think that, yeah, it's just, for me, it's a language that I just for some reason can speak it. I don't know why, and I can do you guys from my last album, anything doesn't matter. Like I came off the heels of doing a rock metal album, and like now I'm doing a pop lo-fi album, so it's like I just like to
Oh my
make music.
goodness.
You know what I mean? That's it.
Well, on top of that, you love to write because your writing skills are amazing. I've actually even heard you free flow, out there. And if you haven't checked it out, I mean, you
Yeah,
gotta
true.
check out ColSeth stuff on his YouTube
They put me on the
and
spot, and I
whatnot.
said, you know
Like,
what? Boom.
that's right. That's
That
right.
was some good nights there too. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Nah.
that's awesome. So what was the inspiration for this album? Besides to show like, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Because, you did go above and beyond with adding every individual instrument on this track.
Yeah.
Plus writing the lyrics and singing your heart out to the point where we just get pulled in.
Yeah, the inspiration was so my wife at the time was still currently with, she was pregnant, and I also said, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try. So I always was doing rock and stuff, whatever. I'm gonna try something I don't normally like, and I don't really like the current pop music. I'm not a big fan of it. I think it's really arbitrary. I think there's so many missed opportunities in pop music where I felt like before they actually used to put them in there. So I was like, I'm going to make a pop album that I actually like. And by doing so, also, I want to learn the nuances of pop, learn the mindset, put myself in that kind of box and structure myself to discipline myself. And I actually learned to appreciate it more, the writing style of it, right? So I still am very experimental on this album, no doubt. I still shine through in certain spots. I still have rap sections, all those things. But I liked the discipline of that. Something I don't like, I want to learn to like that. I want to learn to master it, right? And that was my whole approach. And that's always my kind of approach. It's just, yeah. Again, I don't make a genre. I make music. Period. That's it.
Right.
That's it. Like and we don't need to put ourselves in boxes. Never. But in this case, this is a box that actually I'm really proud of because it is a concept. Because the concept really is about, well, it's all moon themed, and I like that idea. And it's about, yeah. So it's opening up your mind, the spiritual energy of that. Also, too, I talk about in the next song, we'll see my wife and the kid coming to be. Eventually, you'll see a song that has my kid in it, and about what he's not born yet, but a big talk about him. And it's pretty much that, and a relationship and love and all these things, all the pop tropes, right? But
so pretty much this album is based on the times of your life, this chapter that it just kept on going to form this little book.
Absolutely.
Of 2024.
Yeah. And it took me almost exactly a year to make this album and put it out. I mean, to the T. And it was, but I really took my time with it, which I'm really thankful. So even if you have limited stuff, guys, take your time with that. Just taking one track or just recording one take, don't sell yourself short. And also don't give that to some producer. Like that's weak. Like do it again, find the emotion, find the tone, find your energy in there, sit with that for a bit, come back to it, and then see. Because you can always wait to release something, but once you release it, it's no longer yours. So it's I don't know. So it's a mindset.
And get yourself a family that will listen to give you some feedback and help you as you grow.
And that was you guys big time. That was you guys huge. I mean, seriously, come on. That's it. Always ask for people what they think, and if you're not releasing stuff, then you're not creating stuff in my eyes, right? Like, because if you just create stuff and you're, I'm not ready yet, well, you'll never know until you know. Put it out there and then get that feedback and then go from there.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. You're constantly a teacher and a learner at all times in life. So be that, Yeah.
That's great advice.
Yeah.
So, I know that you've always had this thing for music, and you've done a lot with college and orchestras and everything there. What was one moment in time that kind of really touched you, whether it was a course that you took with a teacher or that kind of really took you to like an epiphanal moment in music?
So, okay, I can give you an example. So it was when I was in Princeton for composition. So I was the only person there, believe it or not, who couldn't read music. So even though I could play all these things and I do it, my ear was so strong, I'd hear it and just I see my teacher play it right back. So when they told me, well, since you are playing the same thing twice in your compositions, it's valid. You did make this. So what that meant to me was like that so long are the days of these black and white, you have to learn how to read and write. No, you don't need to. As long as you are consistent with it, as long as you can memorize it and you are playing your stuff, it showed me such a leeway, not a leeway, but like this like wow, like they actually were accepting and forgiving, but really actually enriched that in me. Like this is actually a thing that can be really evolved. Being creative is now a strength more than ever. And that was huge for me because we had to write a song every single day for this course. It was like a 2-week thing for college, right? I did while I was in 10th grade, actually got accepted to go to Princeton. And at the end, we had a big grand finale, but they literally were like, dude, well, you're playing the same thing. You made this. This is valid. Yeah. And yeah, it was a big one.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah. And then even my orchestra teacher too, who helped me transpose all my parts that I made for the orchestra song, to each instrument was like, well, you can't fit a square peg in a round hole. And you're just not that cool, Seth, or Colby. You're not, but that's okay because it's very workable. And everyone was so passionate about these pieces. I mean, it was amazing. Like saying like, wow, everyone was like, yeah, we want to learn this. And they did. And it was like, whoa, I played center piano. It was amazing. Like, it was just a really unique experience. But if you don't go for it, you'll never get it, right? And I'm very thankful to have good people around me that helped me with that too.
Did you have like anyone that was in the class with you that was kind of like jealous or kind of like got a little upset because they felt like you got special attention because they knew that you were equipped to read music, but at the same time you were just a mad genius behind the keys?
They were my cheerleaders actually. They were like the ones who like, awesome. No, it was awesome. And I felt bad. I was like, guys, I'm sorry to keep playing these parts of mine. Like, no, we want to learn them because so my teacher's like, we have to bring it down for them because like, they were skilled, but they weren't, and so I had to write parts that were very fitting. So they're like, they were challenged by it, but they loved the challenge. And I was like, that is exactly what I love about music is the challenge, right? It's like, yeah, cool, awesome. But yeah, it was such a selfless, humbling kind of feeling like, whoa, because I'm not a person who likes to be in that spotlight position, but when you have people who rally behind you with it, it's just like, wow, you just did right, you're touching hearts in the right way, genuinely. And that was really prolific for me, in fact.
Was there any songs that your parents actually went ahead and listened to that was one of your originals that, kind of really touched them in a way that kind of made it like, now they're seeing me for who I am?
Yeah. There was some earlier stuff that was, before I was on BandLab, but once I got on BandLab, my mom was like, I took a 5-year break from music and I came back 3 years ago or so on BandLab. And that's when I just went into high gear, made hundreds of songs. My mom, man, she's always, of course, everyone's mom, the biggest fan, I mean, like really, truly, seriously. And she would critique me, give me actual feedback and criticism, like, well, you could be better here, your voice or this, that, third. And I mean, it just helped me. Like, taking that and hearing that and knowing it was honest and genuine was like super important, right? And she always fosters it, however she can, best, but yeah, I mean, there's a few songs. So Before Dawn was one. I think Before Dawn was like the breakthrough song, I thought, for me, where I was like, wow, this is where I found this right formula, kind of. It's a really slow, it's my last album, slow piano ballad, really stripped down, but it's just really well placed and textured. And that's where I fell in love with like ABA form, the pop formula, which I used to shun. I used to be a freeform player, just like, I'm just gonna play. I'm the musician, I'm the whatever. And but that really taught me a lot of discipline about it. And like, how can I make something only 3 minutes, but make it really tangible, really palatable, really inviting and fun, and you want to stay around for it because in today's listening ears, it's like,
That's right.
So.
That's right, which kind of leads us into the next track. You want to tell us a little bit about Ways of Old?
Ways of Old was a cool one. So this one, you can hear it's talk about my wife and stuff, and potential marriage and stuff like that. You'll see, and about the kid too. And it was she was actually in the shower believe it or not. And I did the vocals pretty quickly. Boom. After I did all the music for it, I almost didn't use this track. Did the music for it, sat on it for a while, and then did the vocals, and just kind of boop, that was it. And I just, all right, boop, put it on there. So it was a cool one.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
Let's check this out, everyone. We're listening to Stellar Illusions, and this is ColSeth. Let's do it. Yay!
Center of my mind, I saw you crying there by yourself. Why are you alone? Did you know time's an illusionary barrier that doesn't exist? Step aside, I don't wanna be the bad man anymore. Call the operator. You gotta get yourself home soon. You're gonna be late for your wedding. Don't miss it, don't you miss the moment to change your I can't even watch you fall like this now. You'll need something to take you off your feet now. What would I be if nothing for you? I know that I'm so cold, so distant, so sadistic in my ways of old. I'm trying there, I'm gonna be better for you, for me too, and for the new
Holy crap, Cole.
And that one, what I like about that one is like much like the 70s vibe, right? And at the
Mhm.
end, I actually like the fact that the synth is almost a bit out of time with the rest of it. It had a real feel to it. I liked that. Yeah, I mean, that was almost a track I didn't use, but I did use it in the end. And yeah, it just showcases, like, I'm ready now to be a father. I'm going to take this on. I'm going to be better for us. That's the whole point.
You're gonna change your life. You guys are gonna get married. And everything's gonna work out.
Yeah. Yeah. And but I want to mention too, by the way, so the person who helped me name this album gave me pretty close to the name what it is, Stellar Illusions, was Paul Werda, actually Werda. He actually helped me name this about a year ago. It wasn't quite this exact name, but it was like Stellar Illusion Area, I think, and I was like Stellar Illusions, and that's it. So I want to give him a shout out for that.
Paul's amazing.
Yeah, Paul's awesome. So
yes. Oh,
yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
That
was like the inspiration, and then boom. Yeah.
Inspiring each other. One song at a time.
And then when I first met you guys, I met him too the same night. We worked together too. It kind of felt right,
Oh, that's right. We introduced you.
You did, actually, yeah. It's first night we met. I was like, yeah, met him too, and at New Year's, and it was like, so it kind of came full circle again. Everything in threes.
It happens for a reason.
That's it.
Even when we shoot at the moon.
And this one is the hit, by the way, guys. So I see this album like this. Those first 3 songs are kind of like my voice soft, and now we're gonna get somewhere, and then we're gonna get more EDM at the end. So just bear with us, guys. We'll be there.
This is like a storybook.
Yeah. It was a year's time, so it's definitely sectioned off, I think. But yeah. Yeah.
That's right.
Time
So
to
tell us more about this shot at the moon, because we're going to be listening to it in a moment, and it's
Shot at the
about to
Moon.
get real, folks.
Shout out to Moon. It's a good. It's yeah. So Shout out to Moon is awesome because it was actually the first song I made before I had the album. So I made this song, right? And then it was this song that I decided I'm gonna make a whole concept around this idea, right? So I made it back in December of last year. And then I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna make an album now. And that's so then everything kind of fell into place. I put it as track 4 for a reason. So it's like kind of, it's good enough pickup.
Tucked in.
And yeah, I mean, this song has picked up, like marketing deals right now for me. This freaking song, all these things. And it's like, whoo, this is the one, I guess. So we'll see.
Wait till you hear this on the radio, everyone. You know where you heard it first.
Yeah, I think it's a good one.
Here we go. We're going to be looking at Shot at the Moon. Like, share, subscribe. Man, you were not kidding.
So if I can talk about one cool technique too, this is what I'm saying.
Go
The whole
for it.
thing of like just the iPad, yeah. So that little at the end, a little kind of like what's it called? What was his name? Who had the mouth thing? Come on, who had that? Wow. Come on, you guys would know him. Oh my gosh, I can't think of him. Yes, he had the not a vocoder, but it was the voice thing he put in his voice box. Who was that guy? Peter Frampton.
Okay.
So that kind of what I did for that technique was just. That's all I did was that. All I did in the mic. That's all I did, and it was like it had the cool kind, had that cool like kind of voice box sound,
almost like a vocoder.
Yeah. So yeah, it's all tricks of the
or
trade.
Some massive
All little tech, yeah, but yeah. I mean, I did put auto-tune on, of course, definitely, but it was, it was like whatever, but it worked. Yeah. Just kind of pinched my voice with it, and like that worked, and just that kind of proximity effect too, kind of gave it a cool like ooh, because I was opening and closing my mouth. But yeah, it was a little trick. It was a fun little trick I did there that I just thought like, you think it's some big effect. It's really just some simple weird techniques. I'm just trying things.
And then you added a little bit of a touch to EDM.
A little bit there. Yeah, it does.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. The next one is my personal favorite song.
Ooh.
I won't lie to you. It is my personal favorite. I really is. I think this is where I see the second half of the album kind of come in. I think these next three are this kind of second half, and then the last, then there's a few more, but yeah. But then like the last four or so are like a whole other vibe too. So you'll see. But yeah.
So you're ready for being indifferent.
I was very indifferent at the time.
It seems like you've gone through a lot of indifferent situations that people wouldn't have gone through otherwise.
Indifference is a word to, I think describe my upbringing and being, because I raised myself. I had my addiction to drugs and stuff. I was homeless for a time. I've been to jail. I've been to rehabs, but I never lost my moral compass. But I definitely learned to be indifferent about things and to be kind of like just, whether it was my fault or it was just I was subject to it, I had to be indifferent.
And at the same time, I'm very proud of you, because it's very hard to go ahead and take the sober life and change your ways and become stellar. There's no other better word for it.
And there's no illusions there.
That's right.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, let's go ahead. Let's listen to Indifference. Make sure you guys go ahead and like, share, and subscribe to ColSeth.
And to
you are not gonna want to miss this album or any of his other albums or his music coming, because there's a lot more coming your way. Here we go with Indifference. I hope you guys tune in, hit that like button. Let's share away.
Like really,
Cole. There was some pain in that song. It felt like a bad dream that just got worse.
Yeah. I mean, imagine living life after life and you're trying to find that one and you found the one, but you want to touch base with her, but you see she's right there, but you can't quite reach her. And I'll die for you. I'll come back for you. And just like, and then that dissension, in my mind, is like that shifting of dimensions of like, this is the death, this is the rebirth, but it's kind of a darker thing at a time because I feel like it might be a bit chaotic and then it might be really beautiful, but yeah.
It's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Because you feel like your heart's breaking.
Yeah. Like again, I was right there and I lost you. Like it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but then at some points in it, you're telling her to go.
Yeah. It's
almost like there's so much pain like built up in there that you're just like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna atomically combust.
Yeah.
If you just don't go and be happy. And at the same time, I ain't letting go. I'm like gonna keep that lasso because you've got my heart.
I have this theme of being very contradictory because I feel like I like to give juxtaposition of things, right? Mm-hmm. So I'll be confident on one line and next line I'll contradict myself. Like that's why I say like I'm not on my way, but when I'm on my way, I'll be, like it's like that kind of thing. And I also say like, I wasted another life on you. Like it's just like it's I'm wasting another life just trying to figure this out because maybe I messed up my life, right? Like whatever it might be. But yeah, I like that. I like that kind of the contradiction conflict.
Contrast.
Yeah, because it's just, it gives you open-endedness.
Yes. And it's a story that many can feel.
Yeah. I'll never be very specific.
It's not direct. It feeds to many. That
is the biggest approach to music. I think if you're a lyricist especially, go for that. Don't be so direct, but be applicable, approachable to anyone who's in any time, because then they can relate to you in that moment of their time, right? That's kind of what I'd like to go for, but yeah.
And even like some of the story writing, like you said, leaving it open-ended, so that way, they can put those other pieces back together.
Yeah, where to go? Up to you.
Yeah.
You can decide that. I'm now giving you it to your hands. Up to you to decide where it went. Because like,
That's right.
Yeah.
And then if you're gonna fight over Neptune,
you're gonna duel over Neptune. You're gonna duel over it, yeah. I mean, this is a cool song. I mean, I actually don't like this song that much, but then I have people who love it, so it's kind of funny. But the duel over Neptune is it gets more EDM here. We start picking pace a little bit, but it's about our people as us in unity and trying to fight for what we believe in and not dying to gunfire, not dying to war. But standing strong as a unit for peace. That's what this is about.
Wow, we definitely need more of that. Everywhere around the world. So
Neptune or Earth.
That's right. Can't go to Mars. We're gonna duel over Neptune though. The joust is on. Better check this out. take my soul.
So one thing I did in that song, what I actually mentioned for people who are into like, production and stuff, right? I actually made 2 independent tracks, right? In Logic, I made 2 independent things. And then I actually panned them 30-30. So it's 2 co-occurring tracks that are, same key. Of course they work. So they bounce. And that's why I think that song is really cool, because it's very bouncy. It's very like back and forth. And you hear that. And it is that duel over Neptune. That was the whole kind of point, right? But yeah. And
Very
the next song they started into it. So yeah. Next song, it's like it picks right up after it too. The next song's in the same key on purpose, but yeah.
Before we go to that next song.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
You had some lines in there that just gave a really strong message, about helping each other and checking the coastlines, and really just trying to create that peace.
Yeah.
So
I mean, why are we fighting this war? Why are we dying this war? Why are we losing our people to this? This is ridiculous. We don't need to be a part.
What's the purpose?
What's the purpose? Exactly. When can we stop being the pawn and be the puppeteer? Like it's
exactly.
It's up to us. It's incumbent upon us to actually change that for our future if we want so. But the biggest thing I always say to people is like, if you'll say, oh well, if it gets that bad, someone will deal with it. Would you deal with it? And that's the thing. If you won't do it, no one will do it.
Facts.
If you won't die on that line, on that hill, no one else will. And that is the truth. But if we all have that mindset, we are powerful than you even realize.
Yes.
And
it's the will to want to.
Yeah.
To be better.
Right.
Be those leaders for the children of tomorrow and the future that's coming up.
Yeah.
What we're leaving behind.
That's the ghost. That's the ghost in the sky. You see?
Yeah. And then we go into a blooming moon. Flowers.
It's a flower moon. It's time to bloom.
That's right. So tell us more about this track.
This song's really cool. I think this song's actually a good contender for a second hit. Honest to God, well written. Yeah, rap verse in there. I think this is my second time putting a rap verse in the album. Yeah, the second one. It's just good melodies to it. A lot of bounciness, a lot going on. But I love to make it busy, but also feel kind of like cohesive. And then a good reprieve middle way where I just stop singing, a little bit of breakaway, back into it again. It's just like one of those kind of catchy. It has ABA.
And this is definitely one of these albums, like right from the beginning, is one that you can just listen to. You can relax to. You can even meditate to this because
someone actually has. Someone actually, a friend of mine actually has. So it's like, yeah. And he loved it. So yeah.
Absolutely awesome. Great job on this. And you know what? All of your hard work is definitely showing through every single track, whether it's the harmonies that you're adding on or the backs or even the dual layers, and effects. Like this is just an absolutely amazing album. So you guys better make sure you guys get a copy of it today.
Just saying. All platforms.
We're checking out Bloomin' Moon. So you know what? Wear your safety belts because we're heading up. Here we go.
Would you really
energy, broke it and had broke it right from the start, and I couldn't go do what I wanted to do. As I howl at the moon and I'm singing the blues. And the word of these feelings, I'm feeling the wrong, and I'm feeling them day after day all night long, and they won't go away. And I'm seeing her face, and I'm thinking about her all up in my dreams.
You're still pushing her away, Cole.
Yeah, it's that again, it's that indifference, that juxtaposition of like, hey, if I'm not good enough for you, I want you to be happy. I would never want to take that from somebody, right? And I felt that with my wife even at times. I mean, even though she was never with the milkman. She never, that was all embellished, right? But at the same time, it's like, I felt like, am I even good enough for this amazing woman? Can I fill the role? And yeah, that was the point of that song. It's just like, I just want to lend credence to like, hey, if you're better off, please take that opportunity. I would never want to burden you, right? But I get more secure at the end. I get some more secure at the end. Don't worry, I do.
That's love.
Yeah, I do solidify it. Yeah. And the next song is my son's song. I'm sorry, I have to be so excited about this.
Yeah. That's all right. Go for it. Yay!
Yeah, this is so he was 4 months in the womb. I made this song, and yeah, I mean, I just couldn't wait. And he heard it so many times in the womb. It's funny when he hears this now. If he's in the car crying, I put it on, and he instantly falls asleep. He literally knows this is his song. I swear to you, and that was a feeling that was just like transcended my already amazing feelings of being a father, which is like, what the heck is this? Because when you're a parent, people, you die and you're reborn as this new kid. Your purpose is now this, right? And yeah, just to have him know the song even out of the womb was just, it was stellar. Like it really was though. Like it was just, yeah.
And it was no illusion.
It wasn't. And my wife subscribes to this song all the way. She's always putting it on for him, and it calms him right down. So
we're gonna listen to Night Shift. Were you working the night shift when you found out, or?
I was staying up all night. That's what it was about. I was, doing that, and then I kind of shifted off that, life, and I couldn't. I was working a job too. It was just like, but yeah, so it was about that and how I was like really dedicated and so enthralled by music at the time that I was like, all right, well, this is my son's coming and I want to pay this way, and and his name is ColSeth, and he's gonna steal my music one day. It's like, oh god dang it. Yeah, I'm just kidding. But
he's not just gonna steal your music one day, he's gonna overdo you one day.
I hope
he's picked all this stuff up from the womb, so you are breeding a musical beautiful genius right there.
Yeah, well, I hope he loves it. I mean, I think he does. He's already playing the drums and the piano.
I was gonna say, I can't wait till he gets the drums and he'd be like, "Move over, Dad."
Yeah, I can't wait till I make a song with him. That'd be so cool.
It's gonna be awesome.
I know.
Move over, Dad. My turn.
My turn. My verse, Dad.
We're going on the night shift and we're gonna jam all night. That's what we're gonna do. All about beautiful beginnings. And let's take a look on the night shift. The night shift, a proud parent daddy moment.
Yeah.
Where it was like, this is the page turn. This is a whole new chapter here in my book. And my son's going to grow up and he's going to be awesome.
Yeah, and he's been awesome. I mean,
so the only night shift to get right is like feeding bottles and diapers right at this point. So it definitely has changed a night shift.
This kid is a like 12th dimensional being. Like this kid is, you guys, he's gorgeous. I mean, I'm not even trying to gloat. I'm just being honest. He is inestimably gorgeous, right? Amazing. Like, and he goes to bed by 8 p.m., up by 8 a.m. I mean, he's so well tempered. You can never be prepared. You're never prepared. Just go for it, and it happens. And when you have it, just cherish it. It is beyond words. There's nothing to explain. I couldn't put words to you if you have no kids to explain what you know this. You know it firsthand. I mean, come on. It is a surreal experience. Like it's like, whoa.
It's a proud parent moment.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, man, I got to get my head in the game.
But
right?
you do it
in a nutshell.
but you do it though. But you do it. You know, and that's the crazy part is that you somehow it seems that you just do it.
It's just like a switch.
You get support, all these things you need, whatever, but you do it, and it's the rest is history.
That's right. That's right.
Tony said, "Damn, I want a baby." That's awesome. And then there's one more slow song, and then guess what, guys? We're getting a really heavy EDM from that point on. So it's gonna be a nice little shift. But
so you've kind of throughout this album gone through the part where you found this amazing girl, and you kind of pushed and pulled and pushed and pulled because you were like, no way could this be happening to me. This wonderful thing. Like, this is way too good to be true. And now we're having a baby.
Yeah.
Like, I've married her now and we're having a baby.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
And
Cool.
now I'm
done
asking God
pushing
at this
her.
point. This is where I'm asking God, like, but I'm not asking God, actually. I'm actually praying to listen to God. What is God telling me? And that's what, this is the next one that has to come, because it's like, we often ask God in our desperate moments, oh, God, please. And we plead for these things, but don't we ever just pray to listen to what God's message is?
That's right. Or just ask him to show us the beauty and what path he wants us to go on.
That's it. Just receive. Just receive. Don't ask, but just receive it. And be thankful. It's such a thing that I think we overlook and overshadow. And when you open up the communication with your higher power or God, whatever you believe in, hopefully you have something. It's a beautiful conversation.
Right.
It is.
And if you believe in anything, believe in the messages and stories and things that you're hearing in this album, because, I know I've walked many times in a lot of these steps, ColSeth, as well, in these journeys.
Yeah. You paved the
life
way.
sometimes throw things at you that you're like, no way, this is too good to be true. So I think everybody can kind of, assimilate, and the emotion that's coming out, you are like pouring your heart and, just emotion into our ears. So I'm listening to, not just God.
Thank you so much.
And obviously everything happens for a reason. So he sent us to meet, and so we're getting vibey, and we're going to listen some more to God and see what he wants us to do. Get us there. Don't you pray to listen? ColSeth's 100% right. A lot of times we go ahead and pray only when we want or need things, not just to say, hey, how was your day? Let me listen to you. How can I go about this journey? Let's do this together.
Okay, now
Wow, ColSeth.
So
What
one thing I do in that one, I was just telling Tony, it's like I have these two, I have a lead and a harmony, right? And they also they descend well together in their thirds or fifths, right? And the harmony takes over and does the lead part again at the end in the same kind of cascading way. I just think that's I don't know. That was it's little nuances like that in music that I love. If you listen for them, if you listen for now, if you listen for, but really seriously, because like it really. There's so much charm to music if you have an ear for it, and you guys do, of course. So it's just like, yeah, I don't know, those little things. I love little Easter eggs in music, and I try to always embellish and give you from start to end every little Easter egg. You know, it's there if you wanna listen.
Well, you had some great vibrato like flutters throughout that piece, and like your harms and your backs, the way you intertwine them, almost like your dual Neptune, what you did with the track, you did that with your vocals in this piece. And the songwriting.
Yeah.
Top notch, man.
It's a pretty straightforward beat, strong,
It is.
But again, it's that pop remedy, really. It's you can't beat it. You can't beat it. So join it.
No.
I'm just kidding. But
so you better listen, right?
Better listen. Yeah, but now we're gonna take a turn for EDM. Now it's time to. For
so now you guys have all gone ahead. You guys mellowed in. You've got to go ahead and meet ColSeth. So now you know what you got to do next, huh?
Like, comment, subscribe, and all that kind of stuff, and also do it for them too, please.
Time to get up off your ass.
Oh, okay.
It's time to move, right?
Time to move, yeah. Yeah. So, the next one. So this next one.
Starlit
right?
Scar.
Yes, I'll tell you what. So the intro section, you'll see where it ascends up, right? But so this was actually 2 songs that I had independently, and I was like, well, how do I combine these? What can I do? I like them both, but they both were not strong enough. So I actually took the one and put it as the intro, and then I ascended it. You'll see, and then it kicks into the whole thing, and then it comes back around. You'll see. But yeah, it's just. It was fun. It was a fun little technique and like new. So in this album, I did samples, I did real instrumentation, obviously vocals, I did loops. I mean, I did even AI in the 11th song at the end. I'll show you. But I was trying everything, guys. Be experimental. Try it.
Well, and I took notice to that. I wanted to ask you, on an average, when you make a song, how long do you make it? Where have you found that comfortable pocket where your audience is completely captivated and listen to the entire thing wanting more?
It's always music first. It's always the producing side first. That is a truth. To where it's pretty polished or enough for me to put vocals onto it, and then that's the whole thing, and then I'll go back and I'll do the fine tuning. So it we're filling the gaps where I need, if I want to add this here, but yeah, it starts with always the production first of the music. That's how I've written. It was always just music. So yeah, that's how it starts. And drums are one of the last things, oddly enough, tracked, believe it or not. Sometimes they're first, but it depends. But I like to over embellish the drums. I like to layer my synth drums with my real drums, so it's a whole process.
But would you say like a minute and 50 seconds or like 3 minutes and 20 seconds? Like, is it based upon the story and message, or like if there's a piece that you just really want something, to really just get out there, to really set that stage, to say, this is who I am,
Yeah, well, the message comes secondary to everything else. It's always, I said music first, but like, well, that's not always true. Sometimes I do it. Sometimes I have lyrics first. Actually, Signs and Signals was lyrics first. It was supposed to be a rap song, believe it or not, and then it didn't turn into that because I was like, you know what, I have this working. And then boom, but yeah, I tend to be a music writer first or melody writer first, and then I add the lyrics, the concept after, because I'll fit the mood. So if I hear this piece, I'm like, all right, well, I made this piece, so I'll fit the mood to it to craft it around what I think the narrative should be. But it's all based on what I hear sonically. But sometimes it's opposite. It really depends. There's no right or wrong answer to music, right? It's just making it.
That's right.
So
that's right.
Yeah.
Be an original. Taking it from the heart, the soul, and from God.
Yeah, just be you. Do it. As you would say, be yourself. Like, seriously, do not conform to things. Like, if you are 22 years old and you think that trap music and hip hop's your thing, I challenge you to not do that. There you go. try something different. Why are you so locked into what you think is cool? How about you be cool? I mean, seriously, like just stop following it and start trending it.
Absolutely.
Like, just go for it, dude. You have nothing to
Become
lose.
starlet.
Or do that. Yeah. Yeah. Be starlet. Yeah.
Oh,
Or
be
they.
you, be heard, be original. Shine bright. We're gonna go ahead and check out Starlit Scar. And I can't wait. This whole album is so cohesive and so amazing. Better get your copy today. Like, share, and subscribe to ColSeth because he's got so much more. And I know there's so much more you still haven't heard. So check it out. You can find him on all platforms. Make sure you do so.
It was faster than I knew. Yeah, we'll go figure why. Where do our loved ones go? Where do our loved ones go? Where do we go when we die? Living in a masquerade. My flesh is on fire again. I'm a star burning bright. Not anymore. My light has died. Oh, darkness fall on a day that hurts. I know you get it while you get it. Wind up dead and that hurts. I know you think you stand forward, but you fall in reverse. So when you go to get the minute, but that minute's gonna take your time. I can't help you unless you buy in the merch. You pop a perk a lot later, now you being a jerk. And that's all I ever see from you. One of these words, you all wanna get the money, but you ain't wanna do the work. It was faster than I knew. Yeah, we'll go figure why. Where do our loved ones masquerade? Where do our loved ones go? My flesh is on fire again. We burning bright. Not anymore. My light has died.
Oh, put in the work. It came back full circle, Cole.
Yeah. It's just saying, dude, you can do it. So stop giving excuses. Stop being this, that, third. Stop thinking that, oh, if I'm a rapper and I release this song on a producer's beat, that it's my song. It's not your song, homie. Guess what? It is not. You didn't do much. You just did the vocals, bro. Awesome, cool. But Len, give credence where it's due. Like, it's like, come on. Like, stop. You can't fool us. Like, it's like, I'm calling you out on that song. I'm like, let's go. Let's go. Let's see it. How hungry are you? Like, I don't give a rat's. Like, this is like, you know? But I know Tony loves his arpeggios at the end. He loves his Ascension arpeggios. So I had to mention that, but yeah, that's classical music right there, kids. You didn't know. Sorry.
That's right. Gosh, and I loved the fact that, with the music, it was a complete step up on the vibe.
Yeah.
It's like, so you started your story where you said, hey, put the work in, and you started telling about how hard it was to put the work in and to actually believe that things were happening for a reason and that they were meant to be, no matter how much you struggled, because that safety net wasn't always there.
No.
And how you put that work in, and then you made the best thing that you could have ever made in your life, little ColSeth, right? And so now you've learned and you've heard what God had to say because you listened, and now you're telling everybody else the message out there. Put the work in.
It's that simple. There's nothing special about me that's any different than you. The only difference is that I put the work in. That's the only difference, kids. Or people or adults, whatever you are. Like, seriously, like the only difference that separates you and me is that I put a lot of freaking my 10,000 hours in. If you do the same, and even still, I'm nobody. So imagine the greats, imagine the big ones, right? It's crazy. It is humbling. It's amazing, and it's really surreal. But at the same time, if you love it, you'll do it, because it's never a day of work. It's actually just what your passion is. So
that's right.
That's it.
Well, tell us about this next track, the Waxing Permafrost.
It's a cool song. So yeah, again, I got really EDM again with this one. I mean, the last two more are very EDM, but it's understanding why. Why are we here? What are we doing? So the whole message, as you guys can see, is about life and death. It's about me challenging my mortality, about being a father. It's this reborn aspect of my life, and at this point it was the case. And I was trying new techniques here, and I think it's not the best track. I think it's a bit of a sleeper track on the album, whatever. But there is an end where I actually do use the AI section, and I was, I'll be the first person to tell you, I loved it. I'm thankful. It was a tool. I utilized it. I wanted to bring that in there. I also want to normalize that, and also with the trends. You guys use it too, use it appropriately, use it for your music to embellish it, right? Like, and it's very much an experimental track, you know what I mean? But yeah, like, why are we here? What's our purpose? What is your purpose? And what does that mean to you?
Change the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
God sent me for a mission, and he can't take me out till it's complete.
Yeah. and it's okay to actually doubt God sometimes. It is. It's okay to question. It's okay, but understand, your questioning is only in a human mind. You can't question the divine. So if you can actually learn from that, and your inner monologue can be your own God too. If your inner monologue is your compass, by all means follow it, right? Whatever is bigger than you, that's all that matters, right? You have to believe in something, and this is the whole thing too. So that's it. It's a balance. It's a balance, guys.
Yeah.
Understand you before you give an opinion on anybody else. I only would suggest that to you. Please do that. It's super huge.
Definitely find yourself.
Yes.
And continue to just be original. Experiment. Challenge ColSeth here to anything. Whether it be freestyle, rap, poetry, rock, anything.
And send me invites, because guess what? I'll meet your match. I'll learn from you, and you'll learn from me. It's a great exchange for free.
Share the love.
So.
And then maybe somebody will be waxing somebody's permafrost.
Yeah. What does that even mean? I don't even know.
Let's go ahead and find out, right? Yeah.
I agree.
Understanding why
Wow. I felt like I went for a waxing. Because it had that EDM, but then it just had so many other beautiful instruments in there that it was like, ooh, journeyful.
So yeah, it was so these last few songs especially, I was, like really cutting back on the music and doing, I was doing other songs too, but I had my son, I was working with that. And and that one little almost the end section, that little fast part, whatever, cutaway break part was AI, and then I connected the dots at the end, that one little section. But I don't care, I think it's cool to use tools, and like that was a new tool in our time that was out. I was like, should we try this? Let me just, and it definitely helped. It definitely helped shape, and it gave me my ending result that I wanted to have. And but yeah, I know. But these last few are like really longly cooked. I really I wanted to test my hand at EDM, so I went from pop, lo-fi, did that for a while, and I was like, let me try my hand at EDM. Let me see if I can really do it. And it was a lot more arduous than I thought it would be. It was really a time-consuming process, but it got done. So yeah.
And you started experimenting back in beginning of the year when you got onto track 3. You were really you just briefly kind of touched on it. And I know pop was something new you've been experimenting with.
Yeah.
So you go to pop, and then while you're experimenting with one thing, you find another genre in there, and they're just like, oh, I gotta try this. I gotta try more of this later on, And it kind of gives your whole message out there that don't just keep yourself in a box.
Yeah. I wanted to be as creative as possible. I could have wrote the last 3 songs out as lo-fi, pretty chill, but I was like, you know what? Let me just spice it up a little bit and just challenge the listener a little bit. You know what I mean? So that's the thing I was going to do.
But also challenge yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the biggest. That's my biggest competitor is me, right?
That's right.
There's nobody else I'm competing against but me. So it's like, yeah.
Almost right from the words of Tyson.
Yeah. Fixed. I was fixed. Sorry, but yeah.
This has been absolutely amazing, and like I said, I absolutely love the journey that I went on through with that last track there. Oh, what do you got in store for the future, Cole?
For the future, I think I'm being quirky here, but like I'm like on this new trend of I want to try new genre. So I really don't know. I think I want to do a collaboration album next. Every song being a person. I really want to do that, I think, and like showcase them, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So you are going to be on the album, just so you know, FYI.
Oh.
But like, I'm actually honest to God, I know it sounds crazy. I'm taking a page from your book. I kind of want to go for more like the bluesy, more, Janis Joplin. I want to go in that realm, the Stevie Nicks vibe. Like, so let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can get more creators together, because the stronger we are, I just want to do that. I'm
and then eventually, like literally, I have to hear you do some James Brown.
Oh,
woo. Yeah, you want a challenge right there.
That is a challenge.
And right after moving into blues, if you're talking about working with like Joplin, you're talking about Tina Turner, you're talking, getting in even some Rod Stewart.
Dude, that'd be dope. All right, yeah. So I want an album that's not going to be me. I'm tired of making my own songs. I want to work again as a band. I miss that. I miss that so much. Like, I used to only play in bands, right? So I used to only be a live performer, and then having this shift the last 3 years has been awesome, eye-opening. I've gotten great with production, sure, okay, cool, building soundscapes, but now I want to get back and like, yo, let's all make this stuff again, because it's like it's so much better when we are as opposed to we aren't, or we just ourselves, right? Like, it is true. I mean, you can be selfless and be solo, but you can be a lot more when you're with people. That's for sure.
Sharing the love.
Sharing the love. So yes, and now I see we had a big moon recently, but we also
that thing was huge.
Now imagine if the sun collided with that and lined up. What would that be?
A solar eclipse.
It would be.
Yeah.
I think it would be.
I totally think it would be too. And that's the name of this next track. This is the final track on the album. Man, it doesn't even seem like we've gone through, 12 tracks here. Like, they have just been so cohesive, and your message and your story has just laid out beautifully, not only in your production of the music and the layers that you put in there, your vocals, your harms and backs, but the writing and that time that you put in with that writing.
Just sit
Writing
with
in
it.
itself is a big challenge, especially when you're talking about changing genres. You're talking about a different way of flowing with the music, and how your story can be told the best way.
And here's the fun fact. So to bring back to you, actually, I've heard 35 versions of Andrew on one song, right? And it's the truth though. It does take that many. So she understands it. Dude, just try it again, find it, and then ask for opinions. And it is that. So this album was that, because it was me just, okay, I think it's good. I put it out there on BandLab. Okay, just test the waters. Ask my friends that I get good feedback from. Try it again, and I reworked them 1,000 times. I mean, like it's kind of monotonous, it's almost insanity, but that's music. That's art.
Is.
But now we have this.
And sometimes we're our biggest critics. We
Oh, yeah.
really are our biggest critics. So, sometimes it's like you'll do those 35 tracks because you're hearing something that has to be right on.
Oh yeah. And that's why I love your music, especially. Is like, I know that.
But then again, sometimes like that one different note can set the stage. That one little hook can just set the stage for the entire piece to just
the
pull
delivery,
you
the
in.
energy, the everything. That is just so many things. And oh yeah, I know. But yeah.
Well, let's go ahead. Let's get hit by the solar eclipse. Yeah.
Thank you.
ColSeth.
Yes, all of your meaning and all of your motives
So that weird part at the end there, right?
That was incredible.
What I did there is I actually put the beginning of the song, reversed it. I put it through 2 vocal channels at the end there, and that made it later with the actual music accompanying it, and it kind of like gave that thing came back again, but it was reversed, and it's all choppy on purpose. And, yeah,
that was neat. And a lot of times when I hear that like choppiness go through, it's actually at a point that a lot of times, and I could tell yours was just totally balanced in there, but a lot of times it goes to the point where it actually affects the eardrum.
Mm-hmm.
So I have also had issues with hearing, so like a lot of times when I hear that, a lot of times I actually have to pull back, but you had that so beautifully balanced that it didn't hurt my hearing. It just kind of tickled right where it needed to be.
Well, that's good. Thank you. Because before it did hurt, before it actually did definitely hurt. And I was like, I got to rein that in. But but I did that. And there are 3 layers of drums at the end there, especially. There's like 2 synths. One's a low sub synth.
You were like Animal.
Yeah. And then there's an acoustic, and then there's my EDM. So yeah, I did a lot, and they're all in BandLab, guys. By the way, all those little drum kicks you heard were all BandLab stock sounds. So guess what? You can do it too. Stop thinking you can't. I'm just telling you, you don't need a big software. You just need your creativity. It's really that simple. It really is.
And you need to put the work in.
Yeah, you do. And the second you do, and the second you honor yourself, is the second you'll be here doing the same thing I'm doing back at me. I mean, come on, it's reciprocal. It's so contagious. Right. So, yeah, it's been a blast and honor. I'm very thankful. I have no other words. It's just like you guys.
Well, I was going to ask, is there anything that I haven't asked you?
Yeah, just it's. I just.
This is an incredible album.
Thank
your
you.
Message, your story, and I hope that someone is listening out there that needs it, knows that they're not alone, like the solar eclipse filled in, and that it helps them along their journey as well.
Yes, and just communicate with people, take every opportunity, say yes, get involved with others, invest in them, and they'll invest in you. You got to do it. This is the only way to make your brand bigger, right? And does it every single day for free. So come on. You can do it too. There's no excuses. I mean, like I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed that. It's yours. It's not mine. It's yours.
So find it today on all platforms. Thanks so much for coming, Cole. This has been amazing. You better check him out on all platforms. Like I said, you're not going to want to miss anything he's done in the past or what he's got coming in the future. This is ColSeth. Yeah, you see this face? Find him out there. Spotify, YouTube, Tidal, BandLab. Just Google. Pretty much.
Just Google, because guess what? I've got articles too. So just Google me. You'll find me. I mean, just type in ColSeth, until my son steals my identity. I don't know what else to tell you. It's okay.
Hit him up to collaborate. He's going ahead, getting very experimental and loves the challenge. And check out Stellar Illusions again. Thanks again, everyone. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Are you gonna spread love or hate? Are you gonna spread love or hate? Are you gonna spread love or hate?
Workstations and music tools, we explore theory, gear and MIDI too. How to arrange, compose, and the art of arranging. Taking a look at AI and how the times have changed. On a PC or a Mac and even with a mobile device, we'll be talking about it all every Thursday night from soft trends and synths that entice. Dive deep into tech and let creativity take flight. Talking IT. We're talking IT. Come and join in and have some fun. It's highly educational with a lot to learn. From bedroom producers to seasoned pros, we're breaking it down so knowledge grows. Whether you're a DJ or a beat making wizard, we got the tips and tricks to make your sound sizzle. Mixing and mastering, that's our jam. With the tutorials and tips on how much rap. Get the best quality from your setup and gear. Tune in every week and lend us your ear. We're talking IT. Come and join in and have some fun. It's highly educational with a lot to learn.